My name is Ivan Sayers. I am a fashion historian and a collector of period clothing. Art Deco is a term used to describe the applied art aesthetic that appears in the mid part of the 1920s. It's really a simplification of late Art Nouveau, or more likely the German Jugendstil style, which is about simplicity, geometry, not necessarily symmetrical, but that's often part of it. But it is, in fact, reducing just about everything to its simplest geometric forms. So you have squares, rectangle, which is just a variation of a square, crescents, triangles, and circles, and all of the various ways that you can rework those, make them coordinate, or use them individually, and so on. The Art Deco exhibition is something that's been put together by myself and my colleague Claus Jahnke, with the cooperation of Joan Seidel from the museum, of course. We did an exhibition of clothing of the Belle Epoque here 3 years ago, and we thought this would be the logical continuation of that flow. In the 20s, the woman's figure is essentially invisible, but it is still provocative because although her body is disguised by straight garments, the skirts become so short that the legs are exposed. So you see part of the figure which was forbidden before the First World War. So you have a good balance between modesty and display of the body, but at the same time, it's the surface of the dress which is more important than the body itself. In the 30s, it's the other way around. The skirts get quite a bit longer, so you see less of the skin, but the dresses are made to cling to the body, so you see her physique more. So again, the balance between modesty and display is maintained. You see the shape of the figure, but you see less of it. The dresses of the 20s, it's all about decoration, the surface of the fabric, that's what's important. In the 30s, it's more about the cut and the presence of the body inside. The body is so much more conspicuous.
One of the pieces I'm most excited to exhibit is this handbag from the 1930s, which is in the shape of a Volkswagen. And it's quite wonderful. The wheels turn, as you can see, and the little door opens to reveal an oval mirror, a makeup mirror. And then the handbag closes with a zipper, and it's fitted out just like a handbag. So this is certainly one of my favorite objects, and certainly a very rare artifact to find. I've never seen another one like this.
Most of the garments that we've chosen for the exhibition are upper end, designer originals as much as we could. We did that. There are a few examples of more modest clothing, but they have been picked for specific reasons, either a particular cut or that they are local to the history of Vancouver, or they're copies of designs by very important designers, European primarily. The real Art Deco is about geometry and simplicity, and when we're analyzing the 30s, the word that we've used actually is streamlined, because you get a much more sense of the body in 3 dimensions.
There's one outfit from the mid-1930s which belonged to a lady, and she wore it on the day that she met Albert Einstein, and that was the reason that she saved it. So that certainly is a favorite.
You always have favorites for one reason or another. Some I think are appealing because they are physically so beautiful. Some are interesting because of craftsmanship. A garment might be dead plain until you see how it's designed and how it's all put together, where it's all so intricately sewn, but that doesn't show conspicuously. In some instances, you only see that from the inside. Some of them are favorites because I've had them so long and they were a bargain in a thrift store. I mean, one of the dresses I paid 50 cents for, and it's a spectacularly beautiful garment. It was beautiful when it was new, and it's still beautiful now. Each one has its value. It's like people, good and bad. If it's beautiful when it's new, it will always be beautiful. If it's ugly when it's new, it will always be ugly.